I don't hate my country, I just see it as misguided. We grew up believing in fundamental American ideals: freedom, fairness, a voice for all. We're not anti America, we're anti bullshit. I don't want America to burn. I want it to stop rotting quietly. The idea of America is beautiful. The execution has been managed, manipulated, and monetized. You were told America was about personal freedom, that if you worked hard, you'd be okay. But who truly gets to define what working hard means, especially when the playing field feels so uneven? You were told you could speak your mind and live your life without being stepped on. And for a while, maybe that felt true, but somewhere along the way, things changed. Or maybe the cracks were always there, and we just hadn't seen the fractures yet. Either way, I started asking questions, and too often, I started hearing silence. I'm not here trying to rant, I'm here to reflect. I want to understand what the country truly is, not just what we say it is. You can vote, but the options often feel prepackaged by two dominant parties that seem more interested in fighting each other than solving real problems. You can speak your mind, but algorithms decide who hears you, amplifying outrage over genuine dialogue. You can work, but for too many, it feels like we're drowning in debt, burnout, or bureaucracy, stifling any real progress. I see people working 50, 60 hours a week just to keep a roof over their heads. That's not freedom, that's survival. If we're truly free, why does simply opting out of the rat race feel like a crime? We've perhaps mistaken consumption for liberty, but buying things you don't need with money you don't really have, is that the dream? Or is it the distraction from deeper systematic issues, like our rapidly changing climate or the widening wealth gap? It's not the idea of America that failed, it's the systems we've allowed to take over. The disconnect. We've lost the ability to truly talk to each other, not online, not in public, and not honestly. Every topic feels like a landmine. People are addicted to politics like it's team sports. It's all noise now: clickbait, outrage, manufactured enemies. To have a real, nuanced conversation feels rare, and that's a profound problem. We've replaced genuine community with endless commentary. We talk at each other, not with each other. I don't hate my country. I miss the idea of what it was supposed to be: a place where diverse people could come together, protect each other, and build something better, not just for some, but for all, especially those on the margins. Most of us just want to feel heard once in a while. There's a fundamental difference between loving your country and refusing to question it. One is strength, the other is denial. I don't hate America, I miss what it could be. And it's the cost of division. Here's the real kicker: someone always profits from the noise. Division sells, rage sells, distraction sells. Politicians, certain media outlets, and tech giants, they all seem to make more money the angrier and more divided we are. They often have no genuine interest in peace or collective solutions, because peace doesn't pay their particular bills. Meanwhile, real people are struggling to pay rent, to secure their future, to simply breathe clean air. And when someone tries to opt out of the outdated money system, of the divisive political circus, of the perceived rigged economy, they often get called crazy. I'm pretty tired of capitalism. I know that's not the proper thing to say in this territory. I'm pretty tired of the people that defend it, especially those that aren't actually winning at it. Like it is all or nothing. Like we can't have a sprinkling of different things that make society and culture flourish. It's easy to either wave the flag or burn it, but somewhere in the middle is a quieter kind of human, the kind who's not angry just to be angry, but grieving something they can't unsee. This isn't about hating the country, it's about seeing it being misguided and deciding what that truly demands of us. I've felt tired, not just physically, though that too, but tired of the system we're all grinding in. So, yeah, I'll say it plainly. I'm tired of American capitalism, or at least what it's become. It wasn't always like this, or maybe I didn't see it clearly before, But today, the version we live in feels more like survival of the loudest, a constant loop of extraction of energy, time, attention, identity. Everything is monetized, everything has a hustle angle. Even your hobbies are supposed to be scaled. We're told this system rewards hard work, but I see people working harder than ever for less and less. Teachers, nurses, creatives, tradesmen, even parents. They're exhausted. And yet somehow, the people at the top, the ones making the rules, keep asking for more. And when you question it, you're labeled lazy or entitled. But I don't think wanting a livable life makes you soft. I think it means you still believe life should be lived, not just survived. I'm not saying there aren't certain aspects of capitalism that benefit growth in society. I get that markets matter, incentives matter. But when capital owns everything, when profit is the god and people are the sacrifice, that's not freedom. That's a machine we forgot how to turn off. You start to wonder what the end game is. How long can we burn at both ends before the whole thing caves in? I don't say any of this out of bitterness. I still deeply care. If I didn't, I wouldn't be saying it out loud, putting myself out there. This journey is about reflection, not condemnation. So, as we ride these trails together, I want to ask you, what do you still truly love about this country? And what do you think is keeping us from feeling that spirit, from being the America we aspire to be?